Welcome back to Starseed Rising 333. I'm glad you've tuned back into this channel. And if it's your first time, welcome. This is going to be a general collective reading. So whatever messages that come up, please take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you do enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Once again, I'd like to thank all my viewers, my subscribers, anyone that has taken time to watch my videos, who have clicked the like button, or who have supported this channel in any way possible. Thank you ever so much for your support. Whatever you did in the past and what you're about to do now is much appreciated, and it does help the channel. I hope everyone is enjoying their morning, afternoon, evening, and looking forward to the weekend. I am going to be filming this reading on Friday, the 25th of April, 2025. All right, and I hope you enjoy your weekend, or whatever you plan to do is going to sort of come about smoothly. All right. Okay, so I just also want to just remind you once again that Oracle and Tarot readings, they are timeless, non-gender. He can be a she can be a he, and it's all to do with energy. All right. And once again, whatever messages that come out, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. So and please don't forget to check the description box, because I'll put the name of some books there which you can use, you can help you, all right, as you go along your journey, especially if you are on a spiritual path, all right, or just curious, all right. And you don't need to be on a spiritual soul life path or journey to listen to this reading. Okay, this is a reading for everyone, all right. But again, it's really meant to check the energies around the collective. All right. So all right. But there is advice, all right, for everyone, whoever has decided to tune in to watch this reading today. Okay. Um, as always, to start off the reading, okay, before I attempt to do anything else, I'd like to once again use this deck. It's called Raise Your Vibration, to help keep the vibration and frequency around this reading. Okay, so I'm going to be using this deck. It's called Raise Your Vibration by Carl Gray, and I'm going to be just selecting one card from this deck. Okay, and it says, I am a light in the world. I am a light in the world. So never forget that. All right. Um, okay. And for those cross watchers, all right, not the collective, but cross watchers, all right. Just remember this as well, okay? Because all of us carry a light within us, all right, and maybe we might need to connect, or some of us need to connect to the higher power, our spiritual team, to ignite that fire within us. Okay, because as I said before, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience, and the world is so full of darkness. Okay, the world is full of darkness. Its aim, all right, the systems of the world, its aim is to dim or put out our light that's within us. All right. But we are here. We are all here on a mission. We are all needed. All right. To help raise the frequency and vibration on this planet Earth. And at the same time, it will require, us healing those inner wounds, okay, trauma, all right. And by doing that, we're also healing our lineage as well. Okay, we are here on a double mission, basically. All right. So if you are feeling, like you're not loved or needed, or maybe you know someone in your life that feels that way, just it's maybe something that you need to maybe just remind this person, whoever it is. All right. Um. Okay. Let me just read quickly more on this card. All right. All right. So here we go. It goes on to say, there is a light within us all, and that light will never go out. It existed before we were in our body and will exist beyond our lifetime. It is unborn, therefore, it can never die. It's internal, infinite. It's who we really are. That light has an opportunity to shine whenever it faces darkness. Darkness is not evil, it's simply uncertainty. Whenever we are facing a moment of uncertainty, it is an opportunity for our light to shine and our gifts to be shared. The universe is calling upon your light at this time. Don't hide it or dim it. Let it shine. You may have been holding back, feeling that there's a specific time for you to reveal yourself fully and shine. This time is now. When you begin to express who you align with a higher power, and that presence reminds you why you are here and what you need to do next. In times of uncertainty, be the light that you have come to be. All right, so again, just connecting with the higher power, the divine, to help us if we feel that somehow we don't have the strength to be able to step into our power. All right. Um, okay, and the vibe of the days, I remember why I am here. I remember why I am here. Okay. All right. So what I want to do is just quickly go through the downloads. All right, for today. All right. Um, okay, the first one, okay, the first message, okay, I got was that there may be conflict between siblings. Okay. Um, I don't believe it's to do with a work environment, or um it could be linked to a relationship as well, but I don't know. I've just been guided to say that there could be some conflict between siblings, okay, or um within a family, okay. It could be to do with a home as well. And the reason why um I said that, because I was drawn um to these two crystals. This one is called um Drivide. I hope I'm pronouncing this correct. Okay. This is a type of tourmaline. I hope you can see it because it's very small. All right. Because Drivide, okay, I'm just reading from this book. It says it's an excellent stone. Um, and it can be used to um help heal dysfunctional family relationships and strengthens empathy. Okay, so if you are interested in working with crystals or learning more about the power of crystals, I would suggest this book. Is called The Crystal Bible by Judy Hall, but I put in some other books as well in the description box. And also, yesterday, I was also guided to mention this stone. Okay, it's called Picture Jasper as well. Um, Picture Jasper, okay, can help us. It's very grounding stone. Okay, it contains a message from the past Within its pictures, from those who can read it, it brings to the surface hidden feelings of guilt, envy, hatred, and love, and thoughts that are normally pushed aside, whether from the present or past lives. All right, and you can it can also bring about any suppressed feelings. All right, and also um encourage us to realize, all right, that there are lessons to be learned from um, certain relationships. Okay, so I was guided to mention this, okay, before I continue. All right, with the downloads. All right, so and you, if you are interested in working with the angels, you can call on Archangel Raguel and Shamiel. Okay, Shamiel can bring even Raphael, okay? Raphael, Shamiel, as well as Raguel can bring um uh no, bring some healing to a situation, okay? Because when I was going through this book, it's called Angel Prayers by Carl Gray. I just came across this where it goes on about resolving conflict, and one of the questions is asked that we should consider, all right, is would you rather be right or happy? Would you rather be right or happy? Okay, and if you, this is a very good book, okay, it's got all the names of the angels and other spiritual beings that can help you along your journey. All right, so I'll put the name in the description box so you can check it out when you have time. Okay, now, okay, some other messages I got. Okay, so a past person or people are not happy and sad, even in regret about a decision or choice they made regarding someone. It could be you. Okay, there could also be someone planning to travel towards you. Okay, and if given the opportunity, they may want a second chance. So it could be to do it for past person. It could be a lover, business partner, friend. I don't know. Just take the energy as it resonates. There could also be something regarding morality. Okay, because when I was going through the Holy Bible, all right, then I came across, I don't know, for some reason when I opened the book, all right, I came across this story about Joseph and Potiphar's wife. Okay, and Potiphar's wife, okay, was her husband was, I think he was like he had some position, okay, in Pharaoh's uh I believe he was he had some position. All right, I don't remember at the moment at the top of my head, but he had some position. Okay, in Pharaoh's army. All right, and Joseph, okay, was staying there, and basically the wife wanted Joseph to sleep with her. Okay, but Joseph refused, and he left, and the woman accused him of to attack her. Sorry, to attack her. All right. Um, and as a result, he was put in prison. Okay, but then because of his spiritual gifts, he then became a governor. Okay, of Egypt. All right. As a result, now there could also be someone um who went into a contract, okay, and they now feel stuck. Okay, they could be in regret because they didn't read the fine print. Okay, um there's also this thing about bad mice. Okay, and I keep hearing the nursery of three blind mice. All right, so it could be to do with that, or they could be um it could also mean like a warning. All right, this could be a warning for the collective, or anyone who wants to move away from toxicity or from toxic people. Um, it could be a case that where spirit is advising you, all right, not to be among people or a person who has negative qualities or beliefs. Okay, they may try to undermine what you believe in. Okay, this person could also be a bad influence or has a corrupting presence that can negatively impact a group or community. Okay, there is also an individual who may want to rekindle or reconcile a relationship, but this person I heard spirit channel to me that this person is rotten to the core. In other words, they behave in a way that is honest or moral or morally wrong and evil. Okay, and again, there's this thing about overtaking. I'm always seeing cars overtaking. Okay, so as I said in my previous reading, um, it could be that someone in the spiritual or religious community, okay, maybe they took a shortcut, okay, or bypassing spiritual development. Maybe they force their third eye open. This probably is more to do with the spiritual community, all right? Or maybe somebody is dabbling into things to do with spirituality and they have no business being there, okay? And not also by understanding universal and spiritual laws, okay? And as I said previously in my other video, okay, someone's could have a desire to outplace others. Now this could be in a religious or spiritual community, um or may to achieve something, okay? But again, in Allah's army there's no competition. I've already said that before, all right? We are all here, all right, and our mission is the same. Even though we have different spiritual ranks, we are here, all right, to complete a mission. There is no competition, all right? But it could be that this person took shortcuts, okay, before divine timing, which led them to instability on and also to made them miss out on blessings from the universe. And they could have done that, okay, but as I've said earlier, in my other video, it could be because they went on to dabble with dark arts or black magic. All right. Um, also, let's see what else. Is there anything else? Um, all right. Okay. There could be someone. I heard earlier this morning. Okay. What was channeled to me. Okay, is that I just heard the words. This person is going straight to jail for messing with the wrong one. So I don't know what that's about. All right. Now, this person, it could mean either spiritual or physical jail because, I mean, justice, okay, all justice, karmic justice has to be manifested in the spiritual before the physical, okay, because the spiritual outweighs the physical. All right, so there could be something about that. It could be something to do with you or somebody around you, somebody you're associated with, or people around these other people that's around you or you associate with. And again, I just got something about that someone might be having financial problems. It could be to do with car payments. All right. Um, and I don't know. It could and there could be a case where somebody has taken um some form of finance or car finance on by using your name fraudulently. So I don't know. Maybe that's something that you might need to um research. All right. Okay. So we are currently in a portal. Okay, so I'm going to be using this deck to see what message that our spiritual team have for us for today, because as today is the 25th of April 2025. Okay, now, if you've never heard about portals or what it is, okay, we step in portals all the time, okay, because morning to night is a portal, all right, when we go to work and then um we like stop working, okay, is another portal. When we go to sleep, um and we wake up, that's another portal. Okay, so we step into portals all the time. So because we are in a portal, I'm just going to be using this deck and just select one card to see what message our spiritual team would like to give us. All right, so okay, they wanted me to select this card. It says rebirth, rebirth. Okay, so let me just put this on a stand. This looks to me like the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's almost like the old of you burning away or dying away, um, shedding the skin like old skin like the snake. Okay, so let's see. Okay, it goes on to say here, again and again, the fiery phoenix burns, dies, and is reborn. This transformational dynamic is at work in your own life now. If you're currently suffering in any way, or if things seems like they are falling apart in one or more areas, what if this is all part of your phoenix-like transformation? Every challenge helps you evolve, learn, change, and grow stronger. Hardships instills empathy and wisdom. Pain opens you to a greater capacity for joy. This doesn't mean you should judge or attempt to override any painful feelings you may be feeling. It's better if you let them in. Surrender to them like the phoenix surrenders to the flames. Breathe the pain in your heart and humbly allow yourself to be cleansed and revitalized in His purifying fire. This card may also share the message that whatever you are inquiring about is undergoing a necessary change. If you're embarking on a new endeavor or phase of life, it appears this turning point is a perfect opportunity to reinvent yourself and invigorate your purpose. What do you want to leave behind and what do you want to embrace? Life is an ongoing alchemical process. All living beings on earth are constantly letting go of old and awakening to the new. Of course, it's bittersweet. We are endlessly saying goodbye to the conditions of the past, knowing they are gone forever, never to return. But at the same time, we are endlessly awakening to the present, which is brand new. And it is a precious gift to know that the future holds mysterious treasures and adventures we can't even begin to predict. No matter what you're going through, you can take comfort in knowing you are moving through the rebirth portal. Like the phoenix, you will gloriously emerge from the ashes to be born anew. All right, so there could be a lot of cycles ending in your life at this time. Okay, so I think it's just a reminder from the universe that what this means. Okay, what these cycles mean, these endings means. So again, you might be going through that transformation stage at this time. All right. All right. Um, or maybe, okay, because again, Oracle or Tarot reading is all to do with energy. Okay, or maybe that's something that maybe in the maybe near future, if you're going through this, you'll be able to understand, all right, what's going on. So I'm going to be using the Psychic Tarot quickly before I jump into the reading to see what energies around the collective. So Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what would you like the collective to focus on? Okay. We've got conflict and defeat. All right. So as I said earlier, there could be some conflict going on among people. It could be a relationship. Okay, but more likely I think I'm getting here from what was being challenged me between family members. Okay. It could be over you, or it could be to do somebody else. There could be conflict between um it could be between a relationship between two people. We also have five, and five does talk about instability and conflict. Okay, and maybe during that conflict, there's going to be some form of change. Okay, this person, okay, they could be doing um fire magic or candle magic, because you do have the candle here, and maybe they were not successful in some way. All right. Okay, you could be in solitude at this, you could be a life path of five as well. You could be in solitude, or maybe healing, or in hermit mode, because you've got the hermit card here, but it says solitude in traditional tarot. It's known as the hermit card. You could be a life path nine. Okay, nine also talks about fruition, attainment, and fulfillment. So certain things. So you might be experiencing things at the moment. Um, okay. You also have discontentment and boredom. This is on a number four, so you could be a life path number four. Okay, so maybe some people that's in from your past, or maybe that energy is going on right now, or it doesn't have to be your story. It could be other people around you with other people. Okay, this is it's all to do with energy. All right, now energy. Sorry. This energy, okay, is very much linked to um someone, or the in the or I would say in the traditional tarot, the Four of Cups energy, where somebody is discontent and bored with their life. It could be to do with their foundation, okay, because four in numerology is all about structure, stability, and manifestation. Maybe they're not able to manifest things, um, or don't know how. All right. Some of you might be enjoying the fruits of your labor, because we've got prosperity begins, or making those changes necessary. You could be a life path one, all right, but one talks about new beginnings, new opportunities. Okay, maybe you're stepping up into that leadership role, or maybe you need to in order to bring this about. You could be a life path four, because we've got like two fours on the table. So this message is probably coming from the higher power, the divine. Because we got the authority here. Authority is the emperor card in the traditional tarot. So maybe you might need to step into the masculine energy here, which is to do with masculine power, leadership, structure. Okay, um, in order to uh, bring this about, or to step into your purpose, because we've got destiny here. All right, destiny also talks about good luck, um, fortune, okay, good karma, um, okay, or maybe you're experiencing that now, because you got recognition and reward here. All right, so um, this does repeat 10. Normally, when in tarot oracle readings, you remove the zero with one. So again, you could be a life path one, all right. But one again does talk about new beginnings, new opportunities, and we've got three. So you could be a life path three, and you could at the moment be being recognized, by your work, by your colleagues, all right, managers, um, friends, family members, and also are recognized and rewarded by and blessed by the universe. Okay, all right, because life itself is a blessing itself. Okay, all right. So to check on the energies around the collective, all right, I'm going to be using this deck. It's called Path of the Shadows. Okay. Okay, I know some of you might be wondering, oh, why, I use a lot of shadow decks, but I was guided, okay, by my spiritual team, the ancestors, to use a lot of shadow decks because we are in judgment season now, in the last days, and it's all about healing. All right. That's why I do other readings like inner soul healing, shadow work, inner child healing. Um, it's to help anyone, all right, who needs to do any type of healings, okay, at this present time, all right. Um, because it's all about love. The journey should be about love. It should also be about balance and also raising the frequency and vibration on this planet as well. Okay. Okay. So let's see what cards are coming out. Okay. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. What does the collective need to know? Okay, so the first card that came out, it says Gorgon. Okay, it says they fear, the monster they fear now I've become, still seeking for revenge for my cold heart of stone. Alright, so that's the first card. I'll put it on a stand, okay, so you can have a better view of so maybe someone is who has a cold heart is seeking revenge against someone or group of people are seeking revenge on someone. Okay. Okay, we've got key, we've got sharp insight and opportunities, hidden potential. Okay. Okay, so let's see what else. Okay, so we've got her ghost in the realm of shadows where memories are hosts. The echoes of what is gone still haunts me the most. Okay, so it could be like somebody that you um left behind. Okay, on this person, maybe this person ghosted you or you ghosted this person, or it could be to do with, it doesn't always have to be your story, it could be to do with other people, all right, that's surrounding you, you're associated with. um okay, right, on the top of the deck we've got hair. All right, we've got Toad, personal growth, transformation, letting go. Okay, the top of the deck. And then we've got pumpkin patch. Okay, you will only taste the sour if you don't seek for the sweet. Share your fruits wisely, lest you sow regrets too deep. So this could be uh sort of like advice okay, a warning to an individual or individuals, okay, that at the end of the day, that we all have a purpose. We all have the right, and we are all uh here on a so-called mission. All right, we all unique. We have our own path, okay, to face our own challenges, um, and we should be more focusing on ourselves, on our healing, okay, because we all can have, if we connect to the highest power, we all can gain that hidden knowledge or wisdom that we need in order to make those changes, in order to transform, because that's why we've got the toad hair, okay. um and because if we don't, okay, if we don't, then it could be to our own detriment. Okay, that's why it says is you will only taste the sour if you don't seek for the sweet. Share your fruits wisely, lest you sow regrets too deep. Okay, so and also, if you have discovered, or maybe this person has discovered they have spiritual gifts, they should use it wisely. Okay, because or else because everything is all to do with intent and energy. If this is not done, then as a result, because karma is the cause of the cause, sorry, the law of cause and effect. All right, whatever we put out, that's what we're gonna get back. All right, so I'm gonna be using I'm gonna be using the Rider Waite Tarot. I was gonna use another deck, but I've just decided to use this one. All right, because instead. So let's see. So I'm going to be clarifying the first card where it says Gorgon. Okay. I know the cards are a bit dark, but it is what it is, yeah. Okay, so I'm just clarifying the cards. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, please clarify Gorgon, Gorgon. Holy Spirit, Holy, please clarify Gorgon. Okay, so the first card that came out, you got the moon energy. Okay, so moon energy, all right. The energy, okay, because everything is all to do with energy. Could talk about secrets, illusions, mystery, intuition, the subconscious mind. All right, so all right, yeah. Okay. Okay, so we have here the magician. Okay. So someone could be doing some form of dark arts. Okay. Because it says the Gorgon, the monster they feared now have the monster they feared now have become, still seeking for revenge for my cold heart of stone. So this person may be using dark arts, all right, because to because they want they're angry, okay, they want to hmm, okay, so it could be towards a high priestess. Okay, you could be in this energy, all right, but this person could also be a high priestess doing dark arts. Okay. um take the energy as it resonates. Okay, this person could be embodying the Knight of Cups energy. Okay, you could have moved away from this person because you have uh the Six of Swords here. Okay. Okay, it could be to do it for a group of people, or they could have even paid someone to do this. All right. um this person, okay, maybe wishing to bring some form of conflict or chaos in your life. They could be maybe dabbling with chaos magic, or conflict magic. Sorry. Um, okay. All right. So it could be that, and it could be that something, and they're just not giving up because you got Nine of Wands here. Okay, and it could be okay, or this could be a dark high priestess who wants to have some revenge over an empress. Okay, but whatever it is, you got the sun here. So you could be you could be very intuitive and know this what's going on. Okay, it could be something to do with what you have. Maybe you might have social media platform, but it's definitely to do with somebody or group of people from the past because you got Six of Cups there. Okay. So let me just use some other decks, okay, as well. Let me use but I believe that whoever is doing this person probably have some form of spiritual gift, okay, because that's why you had the last card. It does talk about there's one of them that talks about the gift. It could be um that they have hidden potential to do what is right, okay, but they just choose their spiritual gifts in a negative way. All right, so let me use the let's see. Okay, this person could probably be quite bitter, sad, okay, because you've moved away, okay, and this relationship is over because you got the Death card here, right? This person probably was your hidden enemy because you got Snake. It says competition enemy. The other woman look over your shoulder. All right. Let's see what else. Let's begin this. Okay, yeah. This person, as I said, they could be um spying, reminiscing. All right. Oh, okay. It's got camera here, right? Maybe you've already created healthy boundaries. With this person says, not today, boundaries unheard, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. Okay, or this person could be still upset because you moved away from this, or from them. All right, let me use, let's use I put the broke. Okay, let me use this. Let me use the broken mirror. person is probably is hurting, depressed, in pain. Okay. Um, they could be crying because well, because you moved away. All right. This person could be stalking you or calling you on unknown numbers. But this person is very stubborn, bossy, selfish, or inflexible. Okay. It could be a past, maybe lover, here, because it does say passion coming into union, chemistry missing you. Okay. This person also maybe feels that there's some unfinished business because it says proposal, forgiveness, reconciliation. But what spirit is saying that, if you want to take this person back, okay, there's going to be an imbalance here. Okay. It's going to be a push-pull situation. Relationship is there's going to be a lot of power struggles. There's going to be a lot of imbalance, because this person could be very stubborn. Okay. um and I'm just looking at this card. You got two of pentacles here. All right. And it could be that this person sort of like feels left out in the cold because you got five of pentacles there. Okay. And they could be receiving their just you could have brought justice to this situation, or the Most High is bringing justice to this uh past relationship. Okay. And they may want to come back, as I said, but this person is still very unsure. They don't know what they want, and this could be a false flame or situation here. And if you do, okay, bring this. If this person has to come back, there's going to be a lot of fighting. There's going to be a lot of trust issues. It's going to be one-sided because this person is detached emotionally. Okay. And if you're still not sure, please pray, go within, meditate, call on your spiritual team for guidance. All right, so I'm going to be clarifying this one where it says key, sharp insight, opportunities, hidden potential. So this person probably has hidden potential to do what is right, but they just choose to go the other way, to go rogue. Okay, so this could be a past partner. All right. You could have been married to this person or have been in a relationship with this person. Okay, so let's see. Or it could be to do with or it could be a relative or business partner. Just take the energy as it resonates, okay? Holy Spirit, only please clarify key, please clarify key. Okay, so we've got Eight of Cups. All right, Eight of Cups. The energy is all about moving away. Okay, could be to do from a love situation here. Okay, um, this could have by moving away. Okay, or if you do that, or maybe again, it doesn't have to be your story. It could be to do with other people, and maybe by whoever moved away, this created a tower. Okay, it created a tower. It could be to do with somebody who was very possessive or very greedy. Okay, because you do have Four of Pentacles. Pentacles does talk about money. Okay, um, and again, the Nine of Cups energy can also, uh, I mean the shadow side. Okay, could could mean arrogance. Okay, the energy, um somebody who's unfulfilled. Okay, um So maybe you've discovered something about this person, all right, and that's why you walked away. Because you do have, like, you got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords does talk about messages, okay. And you could have walked away because there was no equal give and take in the situation. There was no balance because you got the Temperance, and you're probably healing from this situation because you got Four of Swords and you got the Star. And maybe, you could have been this past energy, Nine of Swords, but now this person is in this energy, okay. um you could be a Queen of Pentacles, or in this energy and dealing with um somebody who embodies the King of Wands, okay. And again, it could be something to do with money. But this is very slow coming. Nights are very immature, it's a very slow energy. And this has relationship has come to an end because you got the Death card here. All right. Okay, or maybe you found the key to pure pure happiness. All right. um and that has led you to new opportunities in your life by moving away um from somebody who was quite deceptive, because you do have the Five of Swords here. Okay, that Five of Swords here who probably left you confused because you got Five of Swords, and you got um Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups talks about maybe somebody who created a lot of illusions, um who had many options, okay. They could have put you in a third party situation. Take the energy as resonance. It doesn't have to be your story. It could be to do with people you associated with, or people around other people that's associated with you. Okay. So let's let me use let me go with this one. Shadow. No. So I'm gonna be using this deck, Shadow Love, to see what comes out. Holy Spirit, please clarify. Key, please clarify. Key. Okay. Maybe since you moved away, this person could be concerned about their public image. But you got public image, worried about appearances, can't relax, conceited. Okay. You've got distance. So this person, you could be living far away from this person, or maybe this person in the relationship, they were distant, emotionally, very deep, emotionally detached, because you got distant, so far away physically and emotionally. See if you can rekindle the passion again. All right, this person, okay, could be someone who was very two-faced. It says playing with your emotions, is insincere, not who you think. This person also could have could have anger issues. It says fierce temper, has too many anger issues, and dark moods, abusive. This person could be very abusive. Um, they could also be somebody who um, is very self-righteous. It says act spiritually superior, condescending, preachy. Okay, so you could be dealing with another individual that might have a different faith um, of what you believe in. Okay. Um, let's see if I can use another deck. Use me use this card. Your feelings are valid. So let's see. Let's see how this person is feeling. Okay, you probably are relieved because you moved away from this situation. Okay. Yeah, this person probably feels traumatized. Okay, since you moved away. You could have a lot of self-confidence. Maybe when you moved away, you were able to accept who you are or know who you are. That's what's helped you to reach your potential, helped you to be more creative, okay, more happy in your life, okay. While this person has a lot of anxiety, okay, um they probably feel heartbroken, okay, and overwhelmed. All right. All right, and you might be giving gratitude for to your higher power to help you to move away from the situation, and you could be at peace at this moment. All right. And this person could be feeling some kind of shame for the way they treated you. Okay, it could be more than one person. All right. And they could be afraid of change, okay, acting out of fear. That's why. So these energies could belong to one person, okay, or a group of people, okay, where this person could have could could who has potential, okay, they have this is why this vibe card came out, where it says, I am a light in the world, okay. But in order for you to shine your light, you have to move away from what no longer serves your higher purpose, and that would require some to do some form of shadow work, where you can tap in and see what is it that I need to do some form of introspection, all right, to see where I went wrong, what happened, and all these things to make those changes. That's why you got the toad here. Okay, the toad talks about personal growth, transformation, and letting go of the past, what no longer serves your higher purpose. And it's all to do with lessons. Okay, it's all to do with lessons, because the more you in this sort of like dark sort of energy, okay, it's the more karma you're going to reap for yourself. That's why at the bottom of the deck it says, pumpkin patch, you will only taste the sour if you don't seek for the sweet. Share your fruits wisely, lest you sow regrets too deep. Okay, so at the end of the day, you know they should be like the phoenix, okay, rising from the ashes, and that will require change, okay? And stop operating in the fear of a lack, fear of abundance. It's time for them to heal, nurture themselves so they can be more at peace with themselves, all right? To experience joy, okay? Or more joy in their life. All right, so I'm going to clarify the last card. It says ghost. In the realms of shadows, where memories are lost, the echoes of what is gone still haunts me the most. All right, so I'm just going to just clarify this one. So this person feels that you might have ghosted them, okay, in some way. All right, so let me just use the row again. Okay. This person probably is not even thinking straight, because Seven of Cups does talk about like somebody who's quite confused. Okay. Um, you know, and as I said, maybe they wanted to win at all cost. You could have been dealing with somebody who embodies the Knight of Swords energy. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Spiritual, please clarify ghosts. Holy Spirit, please clarify ghosts. Ooh. Okay. All right. We've got Four of Cups. Okay. So that's come up. Four of Cups. Yeah. Let's see what else. Okay. This person could be facing well, I think justice probably has been called. It could be to do with how they behave, because obviously you got um on this card ghost. Okay. Um maybe in the past they weren't fair regarding a situation, or it could be that they could be dealing with a legal matter that requires the justice system. They could be having legal issues. Okay. um there could be or maybe whatever that they did in the past. Okay, or it could be that something is being balanced out. Now it could be to do with what they invested their time and energy doing, because we've got Seven of Pentacles here. Okay. And whatever they invested in, okay, if it's something to do with money, it's probably left them um out in the cold. Okay. Or maybe if it includes sort of like if it's a legal matter, all right, it could be that maybe they were in a relationship, because you have cups. Cups does talk about emotions there. So it could be a case where all right, maybe somebody, it could be you or another person, could have invested a lot of time, effort, love, money into relationship, and that's ended. And somehow they've been left out in the cold, or and also it's caused them to lose money. Okay. um Now it could be maybe they made the wrong choice, and as a result that they experiencing some form of because Eight of Wands does talk about, it's an action card, but it also talks about karma, right, as well. And maybe whoever left them, maybe they're now have moved away, and experienced some form of recognition, or um overcome something as well. Maybe overcome this situation. Just take the energy as it resonates. Okay. Overcome a situation where there was no balance. Okay. It could be it could even be a business situation here. All right. But this was definitely a karmic relationship, because you got the devil here. Okay. And again, it could be to do with money, but it could also be a family dynamic as well, because you got Ten of Cups here. Okay. And someone is somehow feel mentally trapped, because you got Eight of Swords, and it could be something to do with the past, because you got Six of Cups here. All right. And maybe that's why they feel somehow ghosted, or you ghost them. I don't know. Take the energy as it resonates. As I said, it doesn't have to be your story. It could be to do with other people. Okay. Or other people you're associated with. Let me just see what I can use. What the um let me use the what's the news. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, please clarify goals. Clarify goals. Okay, it looks like well, this came reverse. So maybe this, maybe you brought an end because you got here, or maybe that's something that's to be discovered because it came reverse. Because you got evidence, guilty as charged, exposed. So it could be a court situation, eh? All right, or legal situation. Um, Yeah, it could be that this person probably has a hidden love because it says sneaky link, hidden lover, low key situationship, side piece. Okay, so if this is your story, maybe you don't know about this because that's why this came out in reverse, where it says evidence, guilty as charged, exposed. All right, so maybe this person is hiding this from you, and this is why they want to reconcile because you got squad, reconciliation, soul tribe, close friends. Okay. um but this person has kinky ways. Okay, they could be having some form of financial problems because it says penny pinching, financial struggle, saving or budgeting. Okay. You could have had a light bulb moment on epiphany, okay, about this person. I don't know. You got sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness. I mean, again, if this person feels ghosted, so maybe you might have moved away, or this other person moved away from this situation. Um, okay, this person could have been a player or playing the field, not looking to settle. Okay, and this was definitely a red flag because it says warning signs, take heed, risky situation. Okay, this person, if you've already left this scenario, okay. Let me use. Let's use this one. Hidden hearts. See what comes up. Okay. But once again, you could have brought closure to this situation, but maybe this person feels that there is still unfinished business between you and them. Okay. They somehow probably feel abandoned. Okay. I'm using hidden um the hidden hearts. See, hidden secrets. Okay. This person probably feels that their life is all falling apart. Okay. Okay, so let's find this ghost. Let me see what else comes out. So spiritual angels. Please clarify ghosts. Please clarify ghosts. What else is a collective? Okay. Okay, yeah. This person, there's some heart fog, or this person probably has a closed heart chakra because it says mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. Okay. This person may try to contact you because it says they're thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. Okay, but you've probably had some form of epiphany once again. Okay, about this person or their motive. Okay, and this person somehow feel shattered, heartbroken. Okay, um, you could have been dealing with somebody who was distorted, either distorted masculine or distorted feminine. Okay, but again, you got here illusions, unbalance. So this person again is somebody who is sort of unbalanced, likes to create illusions because you do have the magician card did come out. earlier on. Okay, and this person could be very unstable, probably going through some emotional turmoil at this moment. This person could be still spying if you have a social network. Okay, and it could be a false flame. Got twin flames here, and this person probably wants to have a second chance. It says reconciliation, making amends, opportunities. Okay, but if you let this person in, all right, it's going to cause a lot of conflict, bring a lot of conflict to your situation. All right, and this person could have a lot of options still because got multiple choices here. Conflicted decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices here. All right, and create a lot of turmoil in your life, and that will lead to a lot of arguments, tension, and turbulence. And as I said earlier, you could be dealing with somebody who embodies um, more of the divine masculine energy. I don't know, but take the energy as it resonates, okay? So let's see who this let's see who or you might be dealing with. It could be, it doesn't always have to be a past lover, okay? It could be people um that you were once connected with, or it could be people around the people. So I'm just going to be using the who is it? Angels and spirit angels. Who can it be? Who can it be? Okay, so you could be dealing with somebody who is younger than you. Okay, okay. You could be dealing with somebody who is pregnant. Uh, somebody who has glasses. Okay, this person could be somebody who's quite elderly. All right, somebody could be or have curly hair. Okay, somebody who has facial hair, who wears a lot of makeup. Uh, somebody who's average build, someone who has blue eyes, someone who has average height, somebody who could have green eyes. Okay, so it could be somebody who is redhead, who has light skin. All right. Now these descriptions could be belong to you, or it could belong to people around you. Okay. Um. Okay. This person could also have exaggerated features, or this person could be black or African American, or it could be British, depending where you are. Okay, in the world. Okay. So these descriptions could belong to you, or it could belong to other people, all right? So let me just check maybe what uh houses or star signs you could be dealing with. I'm just going to give this card a bit of a shuffle. So let's see what comes out. Now, these houses, these okay, star signs or whatever could belong to you, or the people from your past, okay, or people that you're dealing with now, because it's all to do with energy. All right, so Holy Spirit audience, what else does the collective need to know? Okay, so you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Okay, you might have Capricorn in your chart. Okay, or right, or somewhere in your birth natal chart. Okay, you could be dealing with people in the south node. South node is all to do is past energy basically. Um, if you are in your north node in your life purpose, okay, you could be dealing with someone okay, who is basically in the 11th house, okay. Okay, so you could be dealing with an Aquarius, also 8th house, okay. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Let's see. Okay, 5th house, okay, which is Leo. Okay, but these, you could have these placements in your chart. Okay, or you could be a Leo, you could be Scorpio, you could be a Capricorn, you could be Aquarius. Okay, let's see. Also the first house, so you could be in Aries or dealing with an Aries or have Aries somewhere in your chart. Okay, we've got Aries twice here. All right. And this one, I believe, ninth house, I believe this is Sagittarius. Yeah, yeah. So you could be dealing for Sagittarius or somebody, or you could have Sagittarius in, you could be a Sagittarius, you could have Sagittarius somewhere in your chart, or you could be dealing for Sagittarius. Okay? So just take the energy as it resonates. All right? Okay, so let's see. Let me just use this deck quickly. All right. And see if there's anything else. Okay. Our spiritual team would like us to know. It could be to do with this person. All right. So let's see. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. What else does it collect? Okay. So this person could be somebody who is struggling with their sexuality, because you got here. Someone is still figuring themselves out. Okay. This person, again, you could be dealing with a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, okay, or you could be a fire sign, okay. Whoever it is, this person, you could be dealing with a narcissist. Someone is too full of themselves, okay. Also, somebody who is a liar. It says, be careful of someone sneaky, okay. Um, if you're not sure, okay, and whether you should move on or not, okay, because it's all to do with, because like, as I said earlier, okay, oracle or tarot readings is also to do with energy. So maybe you might need to find out more information, because it says caution. um you could have moved on, because it says, oh, in order to move on you might need to find out more information. It says move on, someone is unavailable, a waste of time, it's over. Okay, and this person could be a gold digger. Okay, they want your money being used, and this person could have someone else. It says someone is in the middle, someone is trying to sabotage it. So I don't know, and they could be using um love spells or because you got the magician card did come out and the moon card did come out in the reading. Okay, so let's see what our spiritual team, what advice or message. Now, when I went out in nature, okay, the two divine goddesses that came to me, all right, in spirit, okay, it was um Kalima, Kalima, because I kept hearing the name Kali, and then it just dawned on me that Kalima wanted to give a message to the collective. It could be to do with a cross watch or anybody who's probably not part of, on some spiritual path, whatever. But anyway, so it was Kalima, all right. You can use her and you could call on her and use her energy to face fear, as well as Kuan Yin. Okay, she's also another divine goddess, and it's like everything or any scenario, okay, or any dynamic, um or any individuals, person that we deal with, we all have to bring about a bit of compassion. Okay, we need to be, not to be too stern, because um it's all to do with the karmic relationships, all to do with lessons. Okay, it's learning from them and see what we can do to change, evolve, and grow. Okay, because it's all to do with lessons. All right. So I'm just going to quickly read on this. All right. All right. So I'm going to read first of all on this one of this message, okay, about Kalima, okay, want to tell us. So I'll just read what's on the card is first. It says Kalima facing fear, major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Okay, so you might be, as I said, the phoenix rising from the ashes. Okay, so Kalima is here to help us to step into the unknown, to step into our power, to face our fears, okay, to face our shadows in order to become better beings, okay, spiritual beings. It says this is a time when you are able to look fear in the eye and move away from it. Fear is just energy, and energy can be changed. This can be an intense experience because the human self is so conditioned that it may be used to operating with fear present. When the fear is gone, it may feel as though an emptiness is there, but this is space for love and miracles to enter. You are being filled with the courage of spirit now, so that you can move from this phase of your life to the next. Trust the process and call on Kalima to help you release your fear and step into space that's strong, focused, and courageous. Okay, and then I'm going to read the one on Kuan Yin. I'll just read what's on the card. It says, "Can compassion, choose to be love, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand." Okay, the message here is, first of all, the keepers of life want to acknowledge all of the service and commitment you have offered to others. You are all love. If you are finding a difficult if you find it difficult with anyone at the time, the best way you can move forward is to go beyond wanting to understand why or how they are the way they are. Just move beyond their behavior, mistakes, and challenges. This card brings a message of friendship and care, helping you see that those around you do have the best intentions, even if it doesn't always seem that way. Move into compassion and develop a greater understanding. This will elevate your spirit and connection to love. Okay, so this could be, if there's a lot of conflict and arguments going on, maybe a few people are trying to make this individual or individuals mix to see sense, and they don't want to. So maybe that's something that they need to heed to. But maybe they are the other person or people who are causing who are bringing this about. Maybe they're afraid to face their fear. I don't know. You just have to take the energy as a resident. Not all these stories belong to you. It could belong to other people. Okay, and we are on different timelines here. All right, so um let me just quickly get um a message from the African goddess rising and see what comes out. So let's see. The spiritual angels. Okay. Okay, so we've got Queen Nefertiti, Queen Nefertiti, and it says alchemy. So as I said, there could be, as I said, a lot of conflict going on right now. So let me just read and see what she has to say. Okay. Okay, this is on the number 38. When you add the two numbers, it gives you number, the master number 11. But again, in Tarot Oracle readings, we add the two numbers. And two does, which will give you the number two. Two in Numerology is all about balance, partnership. So maybe there needs to be some balance in a situation here. I don't know. So let's see what it is. What's this all about? It says, it is time you turn everything that life throws your way into gold. You are on the path to fulfilling your purpose. An embodiment here or message, it says, you are an alchemist. You have the power to bend universal energy, there to transmute lead into gold by shifting from fear to love. Everything you desire exists in some form of loving energy. Match this frequency. See it in your mind's eye first, imagine it and believe it and say, I am loved fully. What does it look, taste, and smell like to be loved unconditionally? Okay, you could say, I am happy and healthy. See it. I am a money magnet. Okay, believe it. Okay, and what does it feel like? Okay, if you believe that. And the goddess declaration is, everything I touch turns to gold. Everything I touch turns to gold. Okay, so maybe some of you might want to work with or need to work with Queen Nefertiti to help you to be more abundant, to move away. That's for some individuals, for them to move away from this lack mindset or fear of lack and things like that. That's why maybe they do these things. Okay, so let's see what else. What other decks I can use to close off this reading. Let me use this one. It's called Fortune Oracle. Ooh, you got the Clover card. It says, luck, you are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. Okay. So let's see what else. This one wants to come out. Ooh. Okay, you got the key. It says new beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. Okay, we did have the key that came out. It was the second card from the uh, Shadow Work Oracle deck. Okay, it goes on to say, angel, your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. Okay, if you're not on any journey for those crossroad watchers, you can always call the angels. Anyway, you can always work with the angels. We all have a guardian angel, okay, and they have been around us since we were born. Okay, there's a warning here from the universe. It says, be aware, be careful who you trust at this time. Okay, you got the, and it says here, transformation, reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. Okay. Okay. Just for some fun, I just want to, let's, I'm just going to ask the universe what colors. Okay. Because you can use colors to heal, for visualization. um Colors also represent the different chakras around the body. Okay. um which represents a different area in our life. Okay, you got, I do energy healing readings, so please check it out on my channel. Okay, that goes, and I also posted a video out about chakras and aura. So please check these videos out, and these readings um when you have time. Okay, so let's see. Spiritually angels, what colors would you like the collective to work with at this time? What colors? Okay, so we've got aqua. Okay, it probably helps us to be more at peace and to bring a sense of calmness. Okay, also pink. Okay, can help with the heart chakra. It says let's love in. um Okay, black, it says find richness from the dark night. So maybe it's an encouragement for certain individuals to do, um to go into hermit mode, face the shadows, do some from the dark night of the soul, as it's called in spiritual terms. Um Also apricot, it can help us to feel more happy, help us laugh more, to take life too seriously. Okay. Um, Also, scarlet, all right, which could help attract success. And I want to take this one, okay. And ruby, okay, it's also a very good stone for the heart as well. And it can help to rejuvenate the body. Okay, so we've got here, let me just, so we've got aqua, ruby, scarlet, apricot, black, okay, and pink. All right. Okay. Let me just use. Okay. Let's see what crystals. Um. Apart from the two I showed earlier. Okay. Our spiritual team would like us to work with, if you're interested in working with crystals. Okay. So let's see. Ooh. Okay. So we've got pyrite, let the money flow in. Okay, so you can work with pyrite. Okay, pyrite is very much associated with the solar plexus chakra, which is to do with our self-esteem, self-confidence, our willpower. We've got lapis lazuli. That's if you are somebody who's very indecisive. um it is very much associated with the um third eye. Okay, our intuition. It says make a decision, lapis lazuli. um you got lepidolite. It says recall your dreams, so you can use lepidolite. Lepidolite is also good for to letting go of things that no longer serve us. Okay, and you could also, you can use it for like shadow work. You can also use its energy to help recall your dreams. Okay. Okay, some of us might need to work with Lemurian quartz, which helps us to be more patient in whatever it is that we want to achieve. All right, because patience is a virtue. Also, we got rainbow obsidian. It helps to heal the heart. Okay, and I'll just take one more. Um, Rhodoxarite, and it says remember your worth. And you can use a rhodoxarite with rose quartz. Okay, um, to help heal any wounds, to help you with your shadow work or any type of healing work. Um, okay. That's is going on, all right, at the moment. Okay. All right. So once again, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Okay, this was a general collective reading. Okay, just to check on the energies. Okay, and to just get advice from our higher power, spirit. All right, our spiritual team to see what we can do. Okay, there could be messages as well for cross watchers. Okay, to help them to heal whatever it is, to bring some closure. Maybe it could be you that want to bring some form of closure to a situation. Um, okay. Please don't forget to check the description box. Okay, for because I want to recommend a few books. Okay, which if you're interested in working with crystals, angels, um, if you want maybe any form of type of or any form of guidance, all right, so just please check the description box. Okay, and once again, thanks to anyone who have supported my channel. Okay, please check my other readings um and spiritual enlightenments I have on my channel. And once again, if you did enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you for watching. Have a good weekend. See you next time, and goodbye.